Going crazy. They released the patch notes, everybody. What's going on? They finally did it. They released Season 1 patch notes. Season 1 patch notes from August 15th. These dropped just a little bit ago. General things everybody wants to get out of the way. Morty's arriving August 28th. I can't read because that's the 23rd. He's gonna be in the game finally, but the patch is coming in two parts. For the 15th is the first part, that's today, and then they're gonna be making changes. They don't even really know the date, just within the next few days. Free character rotation for the next 2 weeks is gonna include Arya, Batman, LeBron, and Steven, which is dope because I've wanted to play Batman, LeBron, and Steven, so that's great. Let's get to what everybody really cares about. I'm gonna put the general changes, to the perks, gameplay, the modes, UI, tutorials, everything like that will flash on the screen throughout this little segment here for those who want to pause and take a look at it. But we are going to get to the meat and potatoes of everything: who they nerfed, who they buffed, what's going on with the characters. Arya got buffed to her air and ground special, air up attack, neutral air attack, her ground side, her ground down, and they made changes to her air and ground neutral special. Batman's got his change made to the air and ground side special. They've nerfed his ground side attack and his air and ground neutral. Bugs finally got hit. Changes made to his air up special. Most of this is fixes to exploits and whiffs and recovery, things like that. But changes to his air up special, air side. They also changed his air down special. Nerfed his ground down attack and air and side neutral attack, and his air up attack. Finn, all us Finn mans have been hit pretty hard here. Changes to his, changes to nothing. No changes, quote unquote, but they nerfed his passive, his air side special, his ground and air up special, his air side attack, his ground side, his ground down, but they buffed his air up special and the on the house perk. Garnet's got some changes to her air downside, or her air and ground down special. I can't talk. Buffs to her air neutral attack, buffs to her air and ground neutral special. Harley just gets changes to her bat, and her weight is increased. Kind of ridiculous to me. I actually thought she was pretty accurately weighted. Iron Giant gets changes to his voice effects and his ground forward special, as well as his ground forward attack, while they nerf his ground down, his air neutral, his ground up attack, his air up attack, and his air ground neutral special, as well as the air ground down special. Jake just gets a nerf to his air down attack and his ground up attack. LeBron gets changes to his air and ground side special, ground and air down side special without the ball, as well as his ground neutral, his basketball in general, and the hot hands perk. Nerfs to his, actually no nerfs to LeBron, just buffs to his ground side attack and ground down attack, air neutral, and his air side. Rain Dog gets a buff to her their air up special and air up attack, and they nerfed her the air and ground neutral special. Shaggy here gets a nerf to the rage air side and the ground air side special. Rage ground down special gets buffed though. Shaggy mains are going to be mad about a couple of those changes there. Steven gets changes to his air neutral attack, voiceover sound effects, and his taunt. They also nerfed his ground down special. Superman gets nerfed pretty hard on his ground attacks to the neutral up and down special attack. Taz gets a chicken debuff, buffs to his air and ground neutral, air and ground down special, and then they nerfed the air ground up special, buffed the ground up attack, and changed his air ground side special. Tom and Jerry gets a buff to their dynamite, changes to their air normal attack, and their air up special gets nerfed. A little bit more could have been done to Tom and Jerry. Velma gets changes to nothing. Actually, she just gets nerfed all around. It's kind of crazy. This is what I expected Tom and Jerry's list to look like. Changes to the show. So they nerfed her air side special, her air up special, ground side special, air down attack, air side, ground and air neutral, her weight, and her knowledge is power perk. Wonder Woman gets a couple buffs to the ground and air neutral special attack. Her ground side special changes to her air up attack. The hurt box should now match the animation a lot better, which is good for you Wonder Woman players. Changes to the shield and increases to the weight from 65 to 76. Wow, she's going to be much heavier and harder to knock out now that she's going to have that armor and that increased weight. So what do you guys think to everything that they changed here in the first pair of patch notes for Season 1? Again, this is a Season 1 patch with Morty coming on the 23rd. Notice that there's no announcement of Rick. No announcement of Rick there. I wonder what that means. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you think about what's going on here in Multiverses. Greatly appreciate y'all checking out the video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share. We've got content coming out pretty much every other day with this Multiverses game, man. I'm really liking it. Again, love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Comment below. Let me know who you guys are playing. I'll have all my information in the description. Peace.